Hello and happy Monday, everyone. I am Roxy Cornotis with SL20, and tonight we are sitting down in our studios with the wonderful and amazing Max Kleene, a longtime musician in Second Life and a headliner for Smokefest 3 this year. We're going to get to know Max a little bit tonight as we learn about his love of music and a little more about this amazing artist. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, Max. We are so thrilled you're here with us.
Hi, Roxy. Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
We have some audience members today joining us, some of Max's fans. So thank you guys so much for joining us as well. So we're going to get started a little bit into your music. So how far back in your life does music go? Little child, high school, older?
So yeah, it goes all the way to childhood, I guess. Singing, singing in choir, grade school. From there, just learning piano. To grade school and high school. Kind of stopped learning in high school. Just jamming in the basement with friends, with hardly knowing how to play, guitar.
Right.
And it was in my 20s where I started learning guitar to where I thought I was good enough to play in a band. so, so that was it. I just got a guitar, an amp, what I needed to try out for a band. Tried out for a band, made it. And
Wow.
for years, in my 20s, early 30s, playing the circuit, playing in bands, joining different bands, jamming with different musicians in the area, and yeah, doing that. And then it was like my mid 30s where I came to Second Life and discovered the live music scene here, playing solo acoustic.
Well, what made you bring your real life music into Second Life?
Well, my real life music was just basically just performing, just playing guitar and singing. And I can't say I'm a songwriter because written a few songs, but it's mostly being that place of being in songs, playing and singing cover songs and
Yeah.
songs we love. So that's what brought me to SL, and SL live music's been good to me over the years. So I love it, and it's such a lucky thing for us musicians.
The
And
SL music community is absolutely fantastic.
it's awesome.
Yeah,
There's
they're really supportive.
love of live music, love the songs, hanging
Yeah,
out together, enjoying a live performance. That's what it is.
it is. How long have you been performing in SL?
So almost 18 years. I think 18 years.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's see. 18 years. I'll be in that. I came to Second Life in uh, September of 2006, and it wasn't until about like January, February where I started to be January, February of 2007 where I started to like regularly play.
Hmm.
And I was kind of lucky. I was kind of lucky in the sense that there was an influx of a lot of Second Life. Like there's like this huge enrollment over the few months when I came to
Hmm.
Second Life. That the beginning there was a bit of a sensation. Like to put it like modestly say I don't know. It was like I was lucky. I was like right away from the beginning. It was I was you know just
You
just
just fell right
playing.
into it and it was supportive right away for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Well,
jams, meeting musicians, friends, meeting listener friends. Yeah.
what do you find to be the biggest hurdle from moving from real life gigs to SL gigs?
Oh man, hurdle.
Or biggest challenge, or what makes it so different playing in SL than real life
Oh,
for you?
okay. So, well, when in real life, when I was playing in a band, I was playing rhythm guitar,
Hmm.
and I was off to the side of the stage singing harmonies. Just playing my guitar.
Uh-huh.
When I came to Second Life, it was different in the sense that I was a solo performer. and I wasn't allowed to just sit in the corner.
You moved from the corner to the spotlight.
Right? You know, so I guess maybe that was just that transition of having to be the one being hello, welcome. We
Right.
are, you know, let's sing a song and let's do a song and thank you.
I can imagine. So when I listen to you, I get to listen to you every week. When I listen to you perform, I get to hear your passion and your love of every song, and you put that out to your audience. You exude that when you sing. That you're like, especially when someone makes a request, I hear you, and you're like, oh yeah, I love this one, and you put all that passion. And so, what about music do you feel so passionate about? What is it about it that just brings all that out in you?
What is it about it? How it can lift us. It can take
Mm,
us places. Like I can't say physically, but I know spiritually. It brings us places, and that's what I mean. Close my eyes and sing a song. It's not like I'm sitting there with my eyes closed, right? It's
hmm
we're somewhere in a song. That's how I do it. Like,
I like that we're somewhere in a song. I agree with that. I got songs in my head all day though.
oh, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
someone requests a song that they love. Let's go to that song. You know, I'll try and bring us there as best as I can through my guitar and singing. You know,
You certainly do. I promise. You do that for all of us. With the inspiration part of it, are there certain artists that you draw inspiration from?
yeah, yeah. Let's see, Jason Mraz, a
Mhm.
big inspiration for me. Um, the way when I watch him perform, where it's like I don't know how to describe it. Uh, he's making music so easy that he's actually enjoying it as a listener. I don't know how to describe that. He's moving, he's playing it, but he's doing it so smoothly and
Mhm.
easily that he's removed himself as a player to a listener. You know what I mean? He's
He
enjoying the song.
transposes himself into it, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's enjoying the song as much as the listener is while performing it. I guess that's. I see that. I see that in Jason
Mhm.
Mraz.
Anybody else?
Bare Naked Ladies was a big influence on me. Singing style, Stephen Page.
Mhm.
Um, Foo Fighters. They
Oh yeah,
can't do anything wrong.
you sing a lot of their songs.
They rock. They rock. There's a I don't want to use the word tenderness, but there's you know what I mean. They rock, but there's a
There's a softness
underlying
in there.
yeah. There's an underlying not so rough.
Hmm
That's what I see about the Foo Fighters. They're loud, obnoxious, but there's a sweetness to their music. I think. Um, let's see. AC/DC was always just the one band that I always said, and it comes to guitar, bass, and
mm,
drums, they got it right. It's just those rock chords.
yeah, they're awesome in concert. I
Big
got to see them in
riffs.
concert once. They're really a lot of
Just so
fun.
just so straight ahead and what rock is about. For
Yeah.
me, um, Rolling Stones, Beatles, of course.
hmm
Just
So
again,
lots of you play lots of different genres. Is there one that you is your go-to? That's like if I'm in a mood, like I want to just play a certain genre.
I think about Jason Mraz.
Hmm
He's just something light and flowing about his music, lyrically too. You know. Um, Again, the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
I just like. I see. And then the Beatles. It's everything. Just songwriting, um, song manifesting. awesomeness, right?
Yeah, definitely. So with all of those that we talked about, and this question doesn't have to narrow down to them because it might be someone totally different. But if you could collab with anyone, dead or alive, anybody on the planet, SL or real life, there's no limit to my question. You could be on a stage and rock out with. Who would that one be?
I think of Jason Mraz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
but I think that's just a simple answer, right? For Jason, just hey, I can sing a song, we can do harmonies or whatever.
Yeah.
If I think about something to sit down and like hey, we're going to a studio in the mountains for a couple of months.
That would be awesome.
We're just gonna we'll start from zero.
Yep. That would be really awesome.
What would I want to do with that? With man, Paul McCartney, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a really good songwriter.
Oh man, that's nice.
No, those two would be good ones, though. I could see that.
I want to say, what other bands? Ed Sheeran is another easy one, but he's so creative. Like he can come up, he can write songs, music, and lyrics come out of him smoothly, and he produces it so well. And
yeah.
In a modern pop way.
Definitely. Those would be some good ones. Those would be really fun ones to be.
Sit down with the producer for Taylor Swift's music. He's like, I don't know, I can't remember his name.
I don't know his name either.
But yeah, he's another one. Benny Blanco. Benny Blanco. He's a songwriter. He makes music from his bedroom. Just here. So just people who would be like fun to like, even just sitting down like, okay, tapping out a beat. Nobody start.
That's how good music starts.
Have to sit down and dinner and drink some wine and whatever. Smoke something.
Definitely. Do you have any pre-show rituals or superstitions that you do before you start a set?
Rituals.
Like you always got to wear a certain shirt, or you got to have a certain water cup.
Well, I do like to have make sure my water bottle's here.
Yeah.
Sometimes have a tea or a coffee. Those are things. Sometimes I start shows and I have nothing. I'm like,
oh gosh.
Got to,
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Just setting up the battle station. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got the mic. There's I got foot pedals now. I have to figure out.
Oh yeah, foot pedals. That's fun. And that's a different element, I'm sure, to everything besides just playing and managing SL and
yeah. For years, I was just have my stomp pedal right for my left foot, and now I just got like a vocal processor where I can move through different patches settings.
Nice.
So for those first few, like I don't know, I'm gonna say first week, 2 weeks, it's like just adding that element of move my foot here. Move my foot here, throws my right hand off, It's like, you know what I mean?
You can't pat your head and rub your belly at the same time, that kind of thing, probably.
Exactly. So that was happening.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm sure you got used to it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's see. Oh, man, rituals. I mean, I try to warm up. I always like to try and warm up because...
Is there a song you sing when you warm up? Is there like one song, or do you have like a little?
Like when I want to be quick, I have this 5-minute thing that I just.
We are starting with the hum.
Oh gosh! Oh, trills.
Yeah, and then it goes on the trills, and it lasts 4 minutes, and that's usually like I kind of do that while I'm turning everything on and stuff like that. So,
Nice.
I mean, there's something I do there with.
Now we can now picture at least Max at home doing his trills and getting his water cup and his foot stomp ready and before his sets. You have a tipping cow as your tip jar, and I know there is a story attached to that. There has to be.
Well, my friend Abraxa. Do you know Abraxa from Earthstones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, it was years ago when she first came to Second Life. She came to a show, and I think it might have been her first few days because she was talking my head off about Second Life, and I was just talking about Second Life music, right?
Right.
And so she wanted to learn how to build, and I don't know, maybe a few days later, she built she built me first a bucket of beers, tip
Beers,
jar,
okay.
which
Okay.
which I love. I still have that. And then I can't remember from talking. It was just probably talking about cows and tipping, and that's how it came. She built the cow. She found the cow, built it, and she put the tipping script in it, and that's it. I've been
The
using
rest
it.
is history.
Yeah.
Well, we all love your tipping cow, and I knew there had to be a story. I've always wanted to ask, but now I got the chance
It's
to ask.
it's one of those builds that Linden Linden Lab just put out there, right? So anyone can use whatever they whatever they want. So people see it and goes, hey, that's one of the original
Oh wow.
cow builds.
Well, there you go. So outside of SL and music, do you have any other hobbies or interests? Like, are you secretly a famous chef, or
Oh.
what else do you like to do outside of SL and music?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm like very amateurish into computers.
Okay.
I say amateurish, I mean like just components and just fun. I have like I don't want to call it a huge amount of computer junk. I call it probably just computer junk from 15, 20 years, right?
It's been collecting.
And let's see, cooking. I don't know if I would say it like um it's a love, but it's something I like improving on, and learning
Mhm.
on, right?
Gotcha.
So
You
just
build computers, and we can get you to cook a little bit. That sounds
plus
good.
auto mechanics, which I wouldn't say is a love, but something I do.
Hmm.
So there are times when it's fun fixing motorcycles with friends.
Oh, nice. That is a lot of fun with some friends. Yeah.
Let's see, sports. Let's see,
Sports. Well, you're
baseball. I mean, I'm a
okay.
big Toronto Blue Jays fan, except
There
this
we
summer.
go.
Except they're not so good. It's a little sad this summer.
At least you're supporting the Toronto Blue Jays.
uh, yeah, big fan of the
Yeah.
Raptors. The Blue Jays. Not huge Toronto Maple Leafs fan. I don't know how that happened.
Uh-oh. That's okay. You don't have to like all of
Yeah.
them. um, so let's move into Smokefest a little bit here. So we're getting ready for Smokefest, which is coming in August. I'll give you more details all in a little bit. And while the show schedules haven't been officially announced yet, you're obviously on the bill for one of the weekends, and don't tell us which one yet. But this is your first time performing at Smokefest, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're excited. What are you looking forward to the most when it comes to your Smokefest debut?
Just the circus. I feel like it might be. It sounds like a fun event. Everyone's so excited about it. Everyone, organizers. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
everyone part of it.
there's a lot of excitement around it for sure. One of my favorite things about Smokefest is how they bring the real life aspect to a music festival in Second Life. So have you played in festivals similar to what Smokefest is in real life?
Right.
So have you done any of those in real life?
Um, like playing a festival. Like,
Yeah.
I've been to festivals. I've never played. There's one time in a band we played in. We played this really small stage. That was it was a friendship festival. I was talking about. It's the friendship festival in Fort Erie, which is the neighboring city to Buffalo, New York. They had I don't know if they haven't made these years, but it used to be like July 1st to July 4th, right?
Okay.
To Independence Day. They'd run like a festival between those days. And we did a small stage, and it was like start playing right after the last act played. And that was fun. It was like
I'm
it was like the stage. It was the stage that the people were walking from the main stage to the parking lot.
Oh gosh.
So it was like we were making music while people were leaving. So
Oh
there'd be
gosh.
most of the people were just walking, trying to get home. Some were still in the party mood, so they'd come to our stage. So that was my closest to playing a festival stage.
Gotcha. So are you gonna be bringing anything new or different will we see from you at Smokefest versus your normal SL
Different?
gigs?
I don't know. What could we do?
I don't
Uh,
know. We'll have to get some comments in the Facebook stream to see.
I do have like I'm still getting used to it, a harmonizer and some
Mm,
other sounds.
gotcha.
I don't know. Make us. I think for sure I'll work on a set. Maybe not the whole set. Maybe make room for requests, but
Mm-hmm.
get a set of songs for Smokefest.
Gotcha.
Um,
You kind of have to do, I mean, I don't know if you remember here, we always request your Limp Biscuit. That is kind of actually a lot of fun. You have to maybe add that one for me.
sure. It's Limp Bizkit's,
It would be a lot of fun. Yep. Did it all for the Nookie. That's always a lot of fun when you do that one. If anybody has not heard Max do that song, it's a lot of fun.
That'd be fun for the
Um,
festival. I'll get on a board just like Fred did.
yeah, that would be fun. Okay, so we're just gonna go to a few fun questions for you because I like those fun ones.
Wait, this is a quick fire.
No, not as much, a little bit, but so we know you're a very talented musician. But what is like a useless talent that you have? Like I can tie a cherry string,
I haven't.
a cherry stem with my tongue. You know, those kind of useless talents.
What is useless talent? Oh man, I have
I think
one.
you might not have any. You do?
I can't think of it right now.
Oh, okay. See, everything
Remember,
you do, all
you
your
know how I
talents
think
are
about it is because
wonderful.
in my head, like when I'm doing this thing, I'm thinking, you know, those times when people ask you with useless talent, this is the answer. That's what I had in my head at the time, and now I can't think of what it was.
No worries.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you ever have that? This is the answer for that question. I gotta remember. And then now I can't remember.
I understand. You'll remember later. One day I'll get a message from you. Hey, you remember that useless talent?
Yeah.
What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you while on stage?
Funniest thing. I like telling the story because I don't know if it's funny, but it's just a memory of like chaos within a few seconds that turned out okay. And
Okay.
the story is long. So we had so I'm in a band. I'm playing guitar. We got a drummer behind me. You got the bass player on the other side. We got our lead singer who lead singer who's also playing the lead also playing guitar at the center, and we had a guest singer. Her name was Rena. She was a popular singer in the area at the time, and she wanted to sing a couple of songs with us. So she came up on stage with us, and the song I can't remember. It was Sass Jordan. It was a song that starts with him playing guitar and her singing. So they were, like they were like the front of the stage too, and the rest of the band holds back and waits to join them. So what happened was he started the song in the wrong key.
Uh-oh.
Right? He said, and I'm looking at my guitar. I'm thinking, oh my god, he's in the wrong key. And I run over to the other side to the bass player. He's already in the song. He's like dancing. I was like, he's in the wrong key. And he gets on his bass and he's like checking the notes. He goes, yes. And his look of horror on his face is same as mine. We run back to the drummer.
Oh God.
Go back to the drummer and we go, he's in the wrong key. And these drummers looking at us like, what do you want me to do? And what happened was, it's like, we just stood there. And I just said, let's go. I just said, let's just go into our key. So they get to the end, the part of the song, and where the band comes in, bam, we come in a totally different key, right? She turns around. She's got this look in her eyes like, what is happening? She's still singing, looking, her eyes are wide, looking at me.
Panic, total panic.
Yeah. And I'm looking at her. You can do it. You can switch keys. Switch keys. Like, I wasn't saying that, but I was trying to say that with my eyes. Switch keys, like within a few bars, she switched keys, and everything was okay.
Oh gosh.
And I looked back at our guitar player. He started a song, and he's got this look on his face, like, oh my.
He knew what he did.
And I just look at that as a funny story, because can you imagine the chaos in that moment?
I cannot know.
And I don't know, that's fun. Funny. One time a cop pulled the plug on us.
A cop pulled the plug. Oh my gosh.
We were playing at the beach. I don't know how it happened because I was on stage, but just playing along. All of a sudden the music stops. Drummers, at the end, the drummers like boom, 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 boom. Happening. Like no music. I look up and the cop is holding up the plug. He's holding it up.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like from a TV show or movie.
Yeah, and I was, and I went. And we talked to the sound man. He was like, you gotta turn this off. And the sound man he's looking at the main guy, and the main guy was shaking his head, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The sound guy just ignored the cop. And the cop just grabbed the plug and pulled it on the mixer. I don't know. Is that funny?
No, that was. What's your go-to karaoke song? Like, you're not playing along. We're at a karaoke bar. What do you want to get up there and sing?
The Killer's Mr. Brightside.
Oh, I like that song. That's a good one.
Yes. Well, that wasn't my choice recently. Before that, it was We're Not Gonna Take It, Twisted Sister.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's actually a really good bar song. That's a really good karaoke bar song. So you play the piano and the guitar. Anything else?
Drums, like a hobbyist.
Okay.
Like someone can play drums. Okay, go. Not gonna do anything. If you want me to just sit there and like guide the beat
along.
Do that.
Right. So if you could instantly master any other instrument, what would you choose?
Instantly, I'll say the saxophone.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
When you're good at the saxophone.
Smooth jazz.
When you're good at the saxophone, like that's.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like when I say good, I mean good, right?
Yes. No, I completely understand. Yeah, nope, I got you. And last one here for you. Do you sing in the shower? And if you do,
I do.
What are your go-to shower songs?
Oh, man.
Like shower songs nobody sees the light of day for.
Oh, man. I don't really have a song.
Okay.
I do a lot of la la la.
See, I do shower songs. No one ever going to hear me sing this besides the people in my house, because I could never sing it live. But in the shower, you can sing. You can do it all.
Yeah, wake up! It's time to wake up. That's the song, right? I don't know.
Yes. Well, I want to make sure we covered everything with you here today. Is there anything else we didn't discuss, that from music to Smokefest to yourself, that you would like to talk about?
Let me think. I go to when I try to express gratitude and about Second Life and how lucky I am to sing, and people come listen to me.
Yeah.
And enjoy. That's the best part of it, just making music. turning someone's day around, you know, even just for a moment. That's
Best part, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's going, but you know, I'm going and I'm hoping it leads somewhere and hoping people can be behind me, maybe lead me by the hand, you know, maybe tell me, Max, this way, right?
Yes. We hope you definitely keep many more years in Second Life playing music. Even though you've been for a long time playing, we definitely hope that continues for you.
Thank you. Looking forward to Smoke Fest.
Yes, we are too. We want to thank you for being with us here
Thank
today,
you, boss
Max.
man.
Your passion for music truly shows through, and we are so excited to see your debut at Smokefest this year. I want to make sure everybody connects in with all the important social media so we can stay connected. You can connect with Max in world with his group. It's called the Rhythm Collective. So you can just go to groups and find that. And I'm sure you can also go to Max's profile and grab it out of his profile as well. So be sure to join his group so you can follow him around the grid as he plays at many venues and entertains us all so much in Second Life. You can also find him on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I'll drop the links to all of those in the Facebook stream when we're done here. You want to be sure to follow SL20 to keep up to date on everything Smokefest related. You can visit our link tree, which is at linktree/SL20.org. And Smokefest is quickly approaching. The weeks are coming down to, we're now counting down days. You can connect with Smokefest. Ooh, I can do that again. We can connect with Smokefest Linktree at /SmokefestSL. They have a pre-party Saturday, July 20th from 3 to 7 p.m. SLT. The event opens on Saturday, August 3rd at 10 a.m. and show 1 starts at 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. SLT on Saturday, August 3rd. We have a few more interviews coming up in the next few weeks, so be sure to look for those announcements to learn more about Smokefest and SL20. Again, thank you, Max, so very much, and we hope you all have a fantastic night.